Obama said we're moving closer to autocracy. He did that in an interview today. Now think about this. He's the type of guy, he doesn't just spit off words. He don't just go off at the mouth like Trump. He's very, very calculated in his words. That's why he goes, when you hear him talking, he's going, and what we thinking about is this, and this. You know, he's always calculated. So to hear him say that is some heavy, heavy duty warning. But we've already felt that, haven't we? It's not like he's saying, hey, it's going to be a rough storm outside and we're looking at the rain, or we wiping the rain off us from coming outside. But it is a testament to where we're going and honestly where we have to go. I know you don't want to hear it. You might not want to hear it, but it's where we have to go. We have to get fucked up. I'm going to be the one to say it because the other alarmists left are too busy alarming you. This is what I hate about the alarmists left. They always repeat the stuff. Latest breaking news is horrible as hell and all hell is dead and we're all going to die. And I'm like, damn, motherfucker. What they're lacking and what they're helping the psychology of Trump do is repeat the terror with no context, with no assessment, with no analysis, with no insight. And it doesn't have to be my context, assessment, analysis, and insight, but theirs. So let me break this down to you because I'm going to give you a freebie. I think you should get into, if you are worried about your benefits, your money, your freedom, you need to get into one or two things. You need to get into my Diamond member group here in YouTube. That's the lighter version. Or you can get everything I put in the Diamond member group for YouTube and my lives and be able to reach me anytime 24/7 in the Clarity group. And I got a deal right now, a yearly deal for the Clarity group. The Diamond member group is only $7.99 a month. The Clarity group is $100 for a year. Now keep in mind, it's $20 a month, so it's a damn good deal. Now, all of that said, let's go into this freebie that I told you I'd give you. Let me break it down to you. What we're dealing with right now is a situation where we got to get so fucked up again. It's like those people who drink. I'm the son of two recovering alcoholics. May they rest in peace. I never had an alcoholism problem, thank God. But what I'm telling you is that you got to get so fucked up that you don't want to get fucked up no more. You got to hit your bottom, like they say in Narcotics Anonymous. You got to hit your bottom. In Alcoholics Anonymous, you got to hit that bottom. And we ain't hit the bottom yet. But for the last 22 weeks, I will tell you this in good faith, that we have been kicking ass. I know it's very bad that the thought that I said we got to get worse, but we do. Let me break this down. Like I said, this is a freebie that I normally would put on the back end of a membership, one of the membership things I just told you about. So let me just go there for a minute. First of all, with a score, the Trump administration of a 991, we are diving deep into his butt and tearing his heart out and seeing what happens. But what he's doing very well up until this weekend is leading the narrative. And what do I mean by that? Well, I said last week, and I talked about this because in my Clarity group, I talk about every Tuesday the narrative warfare. And the narrative warfare this week, previous weeks, it was, I'm going to start Alcatraz. I'm going to pardon Diddy. I'm going to take this $400 million plane. He's going to do whatever is hot this leading that makes you forget about the $880 billion out of Medicaid. That's going to make you forget the Epstein files. It's going to make you forget all the horrible people he's trying to hire under his administration and what he's getting them to do. It's going to make you hopefully forget about ICE raids, or at least don't pay attention to them as much. Or the fact that ICE is $1 billion in the hole right now, and that they're underachieving, and that we're taking citizens and deporting them. He wants you away from that. So he brings up the latest gimmick. What's the latest gimmick this week? We're going to bomb Iran. Whether he does it or not isn't what matters. Obviously, lives are involved, so it matters. But the idea is it's the grift of sleight of hand. He wants to beat out the fact that we had 2,000 protests and almost 10 million people across the country with 20 million people, with 20 countries supporting it. He wants to beat that out. He wants you to really begin and understand that if you're focusing on Iran, you don't see this. This is why I even created the group, because when I started putting out videos like that, I can't go too deep here. When I started putting out the deep videos, they start flagging them on social media. The idea is that if he can get you on the right while you're not paying attention to the left, he got you. Understand, I know you're angry. I know you're dealing with anxiety. I know you're dealing with stress. What I have to get you to the moment of is investing in yourself to realize that every time you listen to this man, it's an instant line, a grift, or it's some sort of gimmick to get to the grift, or a gimmick to throw you off so you don't pay attention to what's really happening. Like his itty bitty teeny weeny events that happened this past weekend versus the ginormousness of ours. He don't want you thinking about that throughout the week, especially all those great videos we shared and everything. He wants everybody talking about bombs over Baghdad or over, Tehran. He wants you on that. He wants you on the right instead of the left, where I come in for free and for deep, deep pay. Like I said, if you worry about your money, your freedom, or your benefits, if you're worried about that type of stuff, then you should be joining one of my private groups. I mean, at the very least, the Diamond member's only $7.99 a month. If you're worried about that, I'm the person you should be reaching out to. But if you're just like Darren, I ain't got no problem. Here's the thing, subscribe here if you're not subscribed. The idea is that you hear the truth that nobody else on the left is talking about. They're too busy. The alarmists are too busy alarming you. There are some great people on the left who are informing you, thousands and thousands of them, which is great. But there's also thousands of alarmists. You got to really check yourself and see, do you really want to be terrified? Are you getting off on that sort of thing? Do you really want to be, and do you want your anxiety to kick up every time you hear breaking news? Do you want to be angry? Or instead of being stressed, do you want strategy? Instead of being in an anxiety level and angry, do you want to be armed with analysis? That's the major difference. See, the problem really isn't Trump when you look deeper into it. It's us. It's all of us. Who are we and what are we accepting into our lives? What kind of energy are we bringing in on a daily basis? Who's pouring into us? And yeah, I know I'm selling stuff. Damn right. Listen, if you're good at something, you should never do it for free. 100%. I put out over 1,000 videos on YouTube, tens of thousands of videos across social media, 500,000 followers across social media, and I'm telling you, I'm damn good at what I do. Ridiculously damn good. I believe in me. This is not me trying to stroke myself. I'm just telling you I'm good at what I do. But what I am also telling you is that I have a value of assessment analysis. Where did I get that from? My mama Joan. I'm going to do a video on my mama. My mama's the one reason why I am able to think this through and be able to share with you. Because she was a brilliant strategic and tactician. She was an educator, a teacher, and she taught me to be a lifelong learner and a critical thinker about things. And here's the critical thought I want to end you off with. Understand that our best days are ahead of us, that we got to go through more hell than when we've been through. We just got to go through it and get through this. We're going to not beat him by beating him, but beat him by surviving him, because he's going to burn out. He's tried 150 plus executive orders, and the majority of them have been knocked down by the courts or by being sued by the nonprofits like the American Bar Association. They're suing for the second time, or the ACLU or Indivisible, or what they're doing is they're just basically we've had 23 amazing governors and attorney generals. They have held it down. They're the real Democrats. The heck with the Congress. I don't think they get enough promotion. I don't think they get enough kudos from us and support, because they have, including my great state here in Illinois, Governor Pritzker and Attorney General Kwame Raoul. Right on, brother. Seriously, we're doing really good. But in the midst of doing good, we got to go through a lot of bullshit, man. We got to go through hell. That's the truth. So it's got to get worse. I know, hate to say it. Even when you got a brilliant man like Obama saying it looks pretty bad. That's when you know it's bad. But I'm here to tell you, hang on, stay strong. We gonna make it through this. One of my favorite rap songs. I actually promoted that album, by the way. I used to work for Universal DreamWorks, MCA, Interscope, Def Jam, through the Universal Music Group here in Chicago. I used to represent them, college and lifestyle marketing, and there was a song that came out by a guy named Jadakiss from a group called The Lox. His first album, Kiss the Game Goodbye. Here's the thing. He had a song that was probably indicative of this, which is, we gonna make it, we gonna make. I'm gonna play that after this video. That's the song right there. That's the song. And I'm trying to tell you that we are gonna make it. But we're gonna survive this. We're gonna survive this. We're gonna make it through. And then we're gonna get Kamala Harris to come back. Because I don't like the way that ended. For real. Math ain't mathing. Look at my diamond membership. That's the first thing I did. You know who stole the you know what. For real, man. I'm pissed. And then you got these Democrats over here talking about, well, we could go for Pete Buttigieg. We can go for Gavin Newsom. The hell with them. Bring that beat back. I sound like the Duke brothers at the end of Trading Places. Turn those machines back on. I'm doing my Don Amici over here, man. Oh, no. Now, all respects to Buttigieg and Newsom and all of that, but no. We're putting together on some of the Kamala Harris people part of the campaign. We're putting together videos to send to be like, come back, do not go for governor, forget that. Can I really talk with y'all? Usually I just end it by now, but let's just really, I just really want to talk with y'all for a minute. Those of you who are still around, who hadn't gone off and scrolled to the next thing, man, we cannot have this woman go for governor. We just can't. I'm going off on a tangent now. You ain't supposed to do that with YouTube videos. Fuck it. If you made it to the end, say, I made it to the end, Darren. Here's the thing. We can't have that woman go for no governor. And my video is going to be like, listen, Vice President, Madam Vice President, there's no way in the world you can go for governor. What message do you send to young black women? You didn't get first when you were cheated out of it, and now you're going to go for second? No. Yes, I am saying that to the former Vice President of the United States and supposed to be Madam President of this country. Whew. This had to happen for a reason, y'all. I know it's horrible, but this had to happen for a reason. We've had more activism by young people than ever before. We've had more people get into it. And I got to tell you something. If you're looking at this and you're Latino, part of those 33 nations of different types of Latino people, I know you're not just Latino, like Asian, no. If you are Latino, Asian, if you are Muslim, Arabic, I know damn well y'all better realize in 2028, y'all better show up. And at 2026 midterm, you better show up, turn up. Black folks was trying to tell you, and now you know. If you don't know, now you know. I am mega pissed at. Oh, no. We can't have this bull-ish. I'm just saying. it's got to get worse before it gets better. Hang in there, but at the same time, understand we gonna get our president back. It ain't gonna happen in this 3.5 years. I'm sorry. A lot of people keep telling me, is there any way Kamala Harris could come back? In fact, that might be my next video. Can Kamala Harris come back? And the answer is no, not like this. She can come back in the next election, but they ain't gonna get rid of him and replace him with her. And that administration ain't gonna happen. That's fantasy land. I'm gonna do a video following up on that. Just post in the comments, say, I'm still here. I'm interested to see who made it to the end of this video. Thank you for listening to my rants and raves and for following me.